Welcome back, everybody, to the University of Kent's Open Day live at the Canterbury campus. Now, I am joined by Johan. How are you, Johan?
Hello, I'm good. I'm really good. Thank you.
So tell me a bit about yourself. You're a student at the university, aren't you? Tell me what you study, what year you're in.
I'm a second-year liberal arts student, and I'm an international student from India.
And tell me a bit about yourself today. So what have you been doing? You've been doing some talks, haven't you? You've been working with the liberal arts department, is it? Just talking about your course?
Yeah, so I'm a student ambassador. So I've been giving talks and just having chats with prospective students and their parents and just telling them about what I love about Kent.
And if we were to rewind to when you were deciding where to go to university, what drew you to Kent? Why did you decide to come here?
It was completely impulsive. I was just like, okay, Kent, that's what will happen. But then, all my expectations were overturned. It's so much more beautiful than you think, and there's so much activity. That's what I really like.
And you really love this university, don't you? I get that impression from you. Could you tell me your favourite thing about the University of Kent?
The nightlife.
The nightlife, I mean, that's a very important thing. I think a lot of people do care about that.
Yeah.
So could you tell us a bit about the nightlife? What's available here?
Okay, there's a lot happening.
Let's go through it all.
Let's go through it all. So, every Friday at Venue, they have the NXT, the good music, they have a good vibe. Every Wednesday, sports societies have their social at Venue, which
Wednesday.
is Wednesday, you know
Wednesday.
it. And you've nightclubs in town. Tokyo, Chem, all of them. They're quite fun. And you do all of that. And the best part is the house parties at Turing, at Parkwood, all of them are really good. You have so much to do. And if you have a 9 a.m., it's not great.
You probably can still make it. We'll tell everyone you'll still make it.
Yeah, I went out last night, but I had work at 9. I still made it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Lead by example. Leading by example. And so tell me a bit about the community, what that's been like. So obviously to be able to have these house parties and go out with other people, how have you found making friends at this university? Has that been quite easy for you?
I'm INTP, so it's quite hard to make friends. But I have a group of friends. I'm surprised. I do have a great group of friends. There are so many societies that you can go to and find people with same interests. For example, with me, it's Film Society. I go there, find other film lovers. I make so many friends there. And every Thursday, there's LGBTQ night at K-Bar. Best place to find people. It's so amazing. You just have so many people who you can vibe with, and everyone's really kind. Well, not everyone, but most people are really kind.
Do you feel quite, safe and accepted here at this university? So we were talking about that at one of the open days, how on this campus it feels very non-judgmental. Like you can kind of walk out in your pajamas anywhere and nobody judges you. You can do whatever, wear whatever, and be yourself, kind of. Do you feel like that?
Exactly. I'm dressed as a bimbo, and no one's judging me. You can experiment with yourself, and you can be confident in the fact that this university gives you the space to experiment, and no one will judge you for that. Yeah.
And that's really important, isn't it? When you're first leaving home, you, for example, you've moved from another country here.
Yeah.
Do you regret that decision, or are you?
Absolutely not. No, I would not trade anything for it. Yeah.
And you're doing liberal arts, aren't you? Can we talk a bit more about your course?
Yeah, sure.
What happens on your course?
A lot happens. So as the word goes, it's very liberal. You can choose whatever you want. It's very independent. You have one compulsory module. Everything else you choose by yourself. It's just free. You choose whatever you want, cater to your interests.
And what modules have you picked? Could you give some examples of the kind of things that you're doing?
So this term I'm doing one in English. I'm writing a novel right now with that module, and I'm doing one in classics like Iliad and Odyssey. I'm doing one in political philosophy. So next term I'm doing in drama and anthropology. So you can choose whatever. There is lots of choice. Yeah.
And my last question for you, Johanna, is, on this campus today, we've got loads of facilities, we've got loads of talks, loads of things going on. What would be your one tip to people who are here today of what they should do or where they should go?
Wow, that's a big question.
I know, it's a hard question to end on.
It's a hard question.
I'll give you two. You can say two things to
Two
do.
things that you have to do. Oh, within the campus.
Yeah, or Canterbury, whatever you think.
Or Canterbury. Go on the punting tour. It's really beautiful. It's really fun.
And that's in Canterbury City Centre, isn't it? So
Yeah,
there are
it's
these
city centre.
amazing boats because we've got the rivers going through Canterbury, and in the summer especially, it's beautiful.
Oh.
You can sit on these boats, and it just shows that mix of kind of history that
Yeah.
you've got here, and then also, you know, you've got that student life, you've got
Yeah,
that mix, haven't
exactly.
you? And what's your one other tip?
One other tip. Just have, like, experiment with yourself. I think that's the greatest lesson I've learned, and I would tell everyone, like, go beyond every boundary you set on yourself, and you'll find yourself, like, having so much fun. So, yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Joanne.
Thank you.
And I get all positive vibes from you.
Oh,
so
thank you.
you've convinced me to come here, and
Yes.
I've already been. So, we're going to look at a video from the Kent School of Architecture now, but don't go anywhere because we'll be back soon with more interviews.